Welcome to this new video on Ford Horizon 6, where I'm bringing you some gameplay with the new Nissan Skyline R33. I say new, because until now in the game, you could only get the R32 and the R34. The R33 just arrived with the first season of Ford Horizon 6, and you have 1 week to unlock it. You need to earn 15 festival playlist points between May 28, 2026, and, if I'm not mistaken, June 4th. A lot of things have been redone on this car in terms of the engine. There are quite a few new details, and overall, if you compare it to the one from Horizon 5, this one is definitely better looking, right? It really looks more realistic. It's much nicer to look at. There are details everywhere, even in the engine area. You can even see the coolant level in the expansion tank. There are lots of little things like that. I think there's also a strut bar in the trunk, which I don't think was present in Ford Horizon 5 either. So, there are many things like that, and honestly, it makes the R33 much nicer and more detailed. Now, I'll show you the interior too. Even though some people might be a little disappointed that it's a car with the steering wheel on the right, it's still an interior that I think has quite a few new little details with the new materials used in the game. The look of the plastics, the different fabrics, and everything. It's still pretty cool what they've done with this car. We're going to drive it and see how it feels after the customizations and upgrades, since I've seen on game forums that there are new custom parts. So, I can't wait to see how it's going to turn out. So, obviously the car is all-wheel drive by default. That's why we're doing pretty well on this kind of road, let's say a bit of dirt. We have the same engine, in the end, as on the R32 and the R34, which is the RB26 inline 6-cylinder engine with a 2.6-liter displacement and 2 turbos. The car has 280 horsepower for about 1,500 kilos, and I think the performance, that's stock in the game, let's say before tuning and upgrades, is 0 to 100 in 5.2 seconds, and a top speed of 280 kilometers per hour. So we're still dealing with a pretty high-performance car, even if it's not, obviously, as you can tell, the most incredible beast in the original game. But it works well, you know. Even at 200 kilometers per hour, it still accelerates pretty hard. It handles pretty well. It brakes pretty well. Like the R32 and R34, I don't expect any surprises. These are good cars. They may not be the best, but these cars are above criticism because there's nothing to fault. Quite simply, that's it. These are good cars that accelerate well, brake well, handle well, are easy to drive, and on top of that, they're pretty legendary, pretty iconic too. So, of course, it's kind of nice to have them in the game. Just so you know, there are other versions of the R33 in the game that you can also get at the dealership. But it won't be the same. They won't be the same versions. There must be the Pennzoil version, which you can find as a barn find, but this one is really a race car. There's also the GTRLM version, which has a slightly wider body kit. And this one, I think you can get it at the dealership for 300,000 credits. Something like that, it's not cheap. In a few weeks, it will be added as paid DLC through the Car Pass. The R33 O-Tech. And here, it's a masterclass because the R33 O-Tech, well, even though it's a GTR R33, it has a major visual feature. It's that, the base R33 we have here, it's actually a 3-door, whereas the O-Tech version, which is a customized version, by the tuner O-Tech, it's a 5-door. So, it's really a Skyline sedan, but with the engine from the GTR, let's say the Coupe, from Nissan. So, there you go. There are still several different versions in the game. I think that's pretty cool. And I have to admit, I like driving it. Honestly, there's not much negative to say about it. It's good. So, let's see if it has any custom options, if it has any swaps, if there are any interesting things to do with it. So, yes, there are a few possibilities. Nismo kit, Dolok kit, Top Secret kit. Also, actually, 2 Nismo kits, which look a bit alike. What's the difference? There's a double air intake here, but nothing over here. Okay, so we have 2 Nismo kits. Dolok Kit 2, of course. You can remove the spoiler for anyone wanting to make a P&G car. There you go. Small Nismo spoiler with the little carbon insert on the side. We have a little less choice for the rear, though. I think the Nismo kit at the rear doesn't change anything, so that must be normal. I'll show you the different parts. I don't know if we're really going to install what I'm showing here. Top secret hood. And, obviously, a little top secret side skirt too. It might have more parts than Ford Horizon 5. I don't recall us having so many on Horizon 5, though. It's been a while. There's also an extra body kit. Yeah, okay. Okay, there's the Rocket Bunny kit. All right. Yeah, but it totally changes the look of the car. And it doesn't look bad. It feels weird. It doesn't look like an R33 now. It looks like a Sylvia. It's a bit weird. So, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to put. I don't know what we're going to put. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't put that anyway. Right, it looks kind of weird, I think. Let me know in the comments what you would have gone with in my place. But for me, what's strange, I think, is the wheels, actually. I'm just realizing the wheels, they're really too far out from the car. No, we'll put the top secret kit. I'll check that out later. And for the swap options, we'll have the V8 from the R390, the V10 from the LFA, the V8 from the GR-GT, and the V6 from the Nissan GT GTR. This car will definitely be able to make 1,000 horsepower. As for the rest of the upgrades, I think it's going to be pretty standard. I don't think there will be any big surprises, but we'll still take a look just in case there's something a little hidden. I think this is a car that will go up to S2, maybe even R with the GTR swap, I think. It sits really low with big wheels like that. It has a completely different vibe right away, I think. And the engine? Is it going to be more powerful? We never know. It's the same engine, but on the R34, or on the R33, sorry, the R32. I don't remember how much we had. I think we had around 700 horsepower with the R34, for example. I feel like we're going to have a bit more. Yeah, we're going to have a bit more. We're going to have almost 1,000 horsepower. In the end, it's funny. The same engine is more powerful in the R33 than in the R34. It's strange, but that's how it is. It has a really, really nice look. Honestly, I like how it is like this, actually. I don't think it needs the Rocket Bunny kit. I think it has a good vibe like this. Let's try to get more into the light. Some of you might recognize the livery. I think maybe it'll still remind you of something. It's the livery from the R33, specifically from the Fast and the Furious, which is a car. You don't see that much in the movie because it's, let's say, in quotes, one of the... You can't really say one of the villain's cars, but, it's Vince's car, if I'm not mistaken. You know, the one who ends up hanging on the truck. The famous Baboline scene that's well known. Who gave him a hand through the door of his Civic there. So yeah, it's actually the same livery. It's really cool to see this kind of livery again. It's true that it's really not a car, let's say, of one of the main characters from Fast and Furious. It's not a car of Dom Toretto, it's not a car of Brian either. And yet, there are still fans of the franchise and people dedicated enough to do this kind of thing on Forza Horizon 6. I hadn't seen that. Or maybe, on the other hand, it's, it's taking off much faster, right? It's taking off much faster. It's funny, the default differential, I checked the settings a bit. The default differential is set to 90 on the rear wheels. So, I think it's this race differential that's causing that. It must be a bit over the top in that regard. So, I think I'll adjust that quickly and then we'll test it out in a race anyway. Let's go then, with our improved GTR. It's true that I didn't show it, but the car is in the R class. We're at 908 performance index, something like that. So we're really far from the max of the R class, so I think it's a car that's much more interesting to play in S2, at the top of S2 at most. And honestly, considering the car, because I think it's a car that's going to be really effective in a straight line, because it's very powerful and all that. But honestly, given the car and the aero it has, it's more of a car to play in S1 actually. And even in S1, we still have cars that go over 2.50 lateral Gs on this Ford Horizon 6. So, yeah. And keep in mind that A or S1, I think that's the maximum where you can really get something out of it in races, in multiplayer, if you ever play multiplayer. For the rest, after that, anything more is just to flex, to have fun, to really push an R33 to the limit. Because honestly, I don't think it can be competitive in R, there's not even a chance. But yeah, we have 950 horsepower for about, if I'm not mistaken, 1,200 kilos. And we have a car that actually is pretty good, you know. Still, overall, it's just, you see, in the corners, like I was saying, you can feel it doesn't have the aerodynamic grip it should for a car in this category. You see, you can feel that the car isn't really glued to the ground, but really, it's basically the same driving experience, maybe just slightly faster than the R34 or R32. It has the same advantages and the same drawbacks, actually. All three, R32, R33, R34, are cars to play in A, or at most S1, because above that they don't have the necessary aerodynamics to really be competitive. It accelerates impressively in a straight line. We'll check its top speed soon, but I expect it to exceed 400 kilometers per hour. Given how hard it accelerates much faster than the R34. Maybe this will make people want to use it because it's true that generally, everyone plays the R32 and the R34 and they forget that there was the R33 in between. But actually, the R33 is really beautiful, I think. You see, when I say it's missing a bit of aero, you can kind of tell. It's good, honestly, it's good, but it's not a monster. Let's see what it does in top speed. But just before that, don't forget that if you enjoy this kind of video, if you enjoy the content I bring you on Horizon 6, whether it's this kind of video, or the little tutorials, guides, or other things, don't forget that you can show your support for my channel for free. You can leave a like on this video, subscribe for future content, or follow me on Twitch for upcoming and award-winning live streams to support my channel. And then I'm also putting the instant gaming link for my channel under this video, which lets you buy Forza Horizon 6 for €40 less than elsewhere, while also supporting my channel. Speaking of deals, there are all kinds of games from around the world for less, some expensive, some reasonably priced, so don't hesitate to take a look. All right, let's go. We're going to try this out. Wrong button. I wanted to activate the launch control. Well, there's no launch control, is there? Oh, there it is. All right, here we go. I think we went over 400. It's actually much faster than the R34s. But it's not very stable. I feel like if I let go of the steering wheel, it's over. At 400 indeed, it still keeps pushing quite a bit. Maybe 420 is doable. It's also much faster than it was in Horizon 5. And keep in mind, it's not swapped. At the same time, when you have 1,000 horsepower in a car like this, you know there's no point in swapping it, you know that anyway. With the swaps offered in the game, you'll gain 200 horsepower if that. And it's not going to give us a better car, because even if it might be even faster in a straight line, it'll be even harder to handle, you know. So yeah, 426 kilometers per hour is still huge for a Skyline. That's good. See you tomorrow for the next video. Ciao.